Howdy guys, and welcome back to Albert Engel's Pro Career and Pro Cycling Manager 2024. We are in the midst of a Vuelta a España currently that hasn't exactly kicked off the best for Albert, but also kind of to be expected. Say the best for Albert, we were leading GC. We just had a bad day, really, but bad day came at a bad time. We were finishing up a hill and we lost pretty much a minute, which is quite tough, but it is what it is. We'll make do and hopefully have a better day in this episode. But today we're doing stage 4, Albergo de Osmo to Molina de Aragon. Let's jump on in.
175 kilometers south to El Burgo de Osmo for the start of the Vuelta's 4th stage. The 164-kilometer route will take the peloton southeast across what the organisers call flat terrain for a finish in Molina de Aragon. It should be another day for the sprinters, but there are a few lumps here and there that might encourage those with a different point of view. The punchers will have taken note of the short rise towards the finishing line.
Right, you heard the man. It is a flat stage for the Vuelta. Yeah, the flat is no such thing in the Vuelta a España, unfortunately, but like I said in the intro, it wasn't the best day for Albert in last episode. However, I kind of got it wrong. He didn't lose the red jersey. He's still in the red jersey. So things are going pretty well so far. I mean, we're tentative, you know. I'm not too despondent with his efforts. Jorgensen, though, is only 12 seconds back. Albert's on a better day. Things are looking better and better. He's at 72% fitness, and it looks like there you go. If I don't cut off the commentator that the EB has formed today, we've got Brusensky from Astana, Pat Eddy from Volta Burgos, Jordi Mas from Jayco, and Albertson de Koenig have Gelders in the break. Alright, we'll catch you guys at that intermediate sprint and then the finish. Alright, we're on the way into that sprint point. There's 3k to go. The peloton has very much ramped the pace. We're going to up ourselves to 85. I feel like it's going to be Tesson from Israel absolutely going hell and leather for it. But it looks like a lot of the sprinters teams are heavily interested. We've got Gaviria, Moschetti, and Gamay going. Looks like it's going to be Moschetti. No, it's going to be Gaviria actually getting the final points there on offer. So that is 10 points to Gaviria's total. And what was he already on? Let's quickly find him. There he is. He was already on 26. He's going to be on 36 points now to Tesson's 40 points. So he's gone very close. Let's jump forward to the finish to see who takes out the stage. Maybe, just maybe, it could be Magnus Cort. Alright, and here we are, 9k to go. We're going to grab Gaviria's wheel with Engel. I think he could be the favourite for the stage, though the Movistar team doesn't seem the strongest. Under the 5k to go banner there. Looks like Ganetz is in good shape with the FDJ lead out as well. Walshard over there for Israel's looking pretty good, but he's only got one rider left. Oh no, sorry, it's Tesson is who they're leading it up for. We've still got Gaviria's wheel, though things are getting very boxy on this side. We're going to take the gel with Albert. 2k to go now. Going to be a late launch, I think, for everybody by the looks of it. Alright, we're going to launch our sprint as well. Magnus Cort's in the mix. Magnus Cort's looking pretty good. I got to say, it might be Tesson. No, Van Gils. Ooh, it's going to be close. Tesson, I think. The green jersey leader took it out from Van Gils. We had Gamay in 3rd. Thibaut and Nice in 4th. 5th went to Filippo Boronchini from UAE. Gaviria in 6th, the man we picked. Court Nielsen wound up in 9th, and Albert all the way down in 17th, but no time loss is the main thing. Right, and there is another stage win for Jason Tesson. Like I said, in this Vuelta, we're going to be learning some new names in the sprint world. And yeah, this seems to be like one of the emerging superstars, that's for sure. On GC, no changes. We've still got Adam Yates at +7 and Jorgensen at 12 seconds. This is a good thing at the moment, I guess. You know, Albert's going to run himself into form once again. Hopefully pull off a Tour de France miracle once again. Jorgensen still leading best climber. No changes there. Tesson extends his lead now almost 40 points over Maxime Van Gils. 50 points to Gaviria, who did get the 10 bonuses in this stage. Young riders on our shoulders over Carlos Rodriguez, the Ineos man, and Visma still have the team class. All right, let's get into stage 5. Stage 5 is 183 Ks from Taranchon to Albacete, but it looks like it's pretty much all in exposed wind, which could suit Albert potentially. Our flat is very good compared to most GC riders. From a young age, we'll throw in an Albert tidbit. From a young age, Albert learnt how to throw it in the gutter.
30 kilometers or so southwest to Tarancon for the start of stage 5. The 184-kilometer route will take the peloton southeast across the plains of Castilla-La Mancha for a finish in Albacete. Pre-race forecasts speak of both sprinters and wind, because the general outlook favours a mass sprint finish whose final outcome could be affected by crosswinds. The organisers have certainly increased the uncertainty by inserting 2 doglegs that pivot the road south from La Roda through Barracks before turning it east again to Albacete. I'll add 2 more words that may decide the day: echelons and tension.
I think that's very true. It's going to be very windy all the way throughout, so we might jump in a few times. Just update you guys, but you can see here it's already choppy. Jorgensen's looking like he wants to get active with the Visma boys, but I'd say that's quite early, no? Long way to go, that's for sure. We'll up our effort to 79. Bora are very interested in bringing that back. Looks like they're going to cool sets on the front now for us. No, not quite. Looks like it is going to be Visma with Jorgensen. Nope, they've come back whilst we're looking. That's how quickly things change. We'll decrease our effort now. Just try and get energy back where we can. Let's take a little poke at someone like Jorgensen. Where is he? Actually, we'll up it for a minute. Yeah, we'll get a look at Carlos Rodriguez. He's almost spent. What about Buitrago? No, he's looking pretty good. There's Jorgensen. Okay, he's very similar to us, to be honest. We've only got 1 rider up the road at the moment. Let's jump a little bit more forward and see what happens. All right, we've got finally a rider trying to get in the breakaway after some 117 Ks or so left in the stage. Not much has happened throughout that time. Jorgensen's managed to get all his yellow back, but so has Albert. We'll wait here for a second. Just see if anyone's going to react. Yes, they are. Okay, we'll up the effort with Albert accordingly. Seems like 75 is a good number for now. Alright, we'll jump forward again a little bit. Alright, we're a bit through that little surge by the peloton. No major changes once again, other than our team is starting to get a little bit tired. But comparing Jorgensen to people like Carlos Rodriguez or Albert to Jorgensen and Carlos Rodriguez, we're more like Carlos Rodriguez, although we've got a little bit of form about us, a little bit of fitness, I mean. More yellow, that's probably the word we're going with. We're about to exit the windy section for a little brief period. We're in some shelter, it seems, I guess. We're in between some trees. That's going to get rid of the wind for a brief moment. But we're back out of it, as you can see shortly. We'll catch you guys when we're out of it. Or back into it. Alright, we're back in the windy section. Only a K to go to the sprint point. Sprinters are all going for it. 2 riders already up the road. Looks like Gardon might have got the points there. I'm not too sure. Patrick Eddy from Etruria. Oh, Gaviria, Gardon, and then Vermesh was in the final points paying position there. Alright, we'll jump forward to the finish unless something really wild happens. Whoa, something semi-wild has happened. The peloton split once again. We've got an echelon form there, another echelon form there. It's kind of, you know, what do you expect on a stage like this is happening. We've been left with one rider up here in Wallen who's been protecting us all day. However, Albert's still feeling very, very good. Now, Jorgensen is feeling a bit worse off than us. We do have Carlos Rodriguez here and Jorgensen, Ariata's here as well. However, I don't think one Adam Yates is here. I think he's either in this group or he's in another group even further back, potentially. Doesn't look like he is at all, no. But Bora are pushing the pace at the moment. I would expect that group behind to catch up. We've got 46k to go. I don't think it's far enough or close enough to the finish to fully commit by the Bora team just yet. And yeah, jumping forward, yeah, they did catch us not long after that. Yeah, looks like we've got some counter-attacks happening though. Visma are going to send someone in the break. Stutterlin already up the road. Affini, the next rider, the counter. Looks like Ineos are going to send to the front. We'll jump forward once again unless another big break happens. Alright, we are around 12k to go. Magnus Kort's currently at the front pushing pace hard for the team. We don't really have many other riders up here other than Wallen who's protecting us. Johannesson's a little bit further back. He does have a bit of firepower in him though, so we might grab his wheel. And we'll hit effort with Johannesson on 95, give or take. Looks like he missed that split, unfortunately. So we're going to go with Magnus Kort here on 84. Hopefully ride through some riders potentially. Oh no, he's Hulgaard, who has nothing left after dropping those bidons off, unfortunately. So he can try and grab Albert's wheel. I would expect it to split in any moment at the moment. Yeah, Magnus Kort's hit the front now. That's very good. Albert's boxed. That's not so good. Can we get Albert up onto Magnus Kort's wheel, please? Doesn't seem that way. We'll hit maintain. Just quickly reset this line and hope that we can get Magnus Kort up there. Oh, it's the sprint time, actually. I did not realize. All right, we'll launch with Magnus Kort very early. Okay, we'll launch now with Albert. Oh, it's a poor time sprint, but it's going to be a new winner. Thibaut Nice. Yeah, it is. The Lidl Trackman, Thibaut Nice from Vermash. David Bombuy, Biniam Gourmet, and Dorian Godon in 5th. Albert round up in 16th. Not a terrible stage. We didn't lose any time. That's all the main stuff. Ticking them over, getting form back in. Albert's legs at the time being are the main goals. Alright. Yep, no change on GC. No change on KOM. Jason Tesson has had his gap halved almost. Thibaut Nice moving up. Young rider, no change except for Thibaut Nice moving up. Oh, Carlos Rodriguez must have dropped a fair bit of time. Vismalab's still leading the team class. It looks like Carlos Rodriguez was in the second group on the road, maybe? Not too sure. His name's not quickly jumping out at me. I can't quite see him though. You scroll through. He must have been though for that much of a change to happen on GC. That's wild. Alright, let's get into stage 6. Alright, and here is stage 6. Requiana to Alto della Montana de Curella. Again, let me know below how my Spanish is going, or give me Spanish lessons. Does finish up a little steep pinch right at the end, but a bit of a nothing stage in between. Let's hope Albert is starting to pick up form.
Day 6 of the Vuelta starts in Requena and finishes on the Mediterranean coast in Cullera. The 159-kilometer route basically consists of a 90-kilometer ride downhill to Valencia, and then a 60-kilometer trip along the coast. That would be the ideal build-up to another mass sprint finish, except that one detail is missing: the Alto de Cullera. The third category climb rises from sea level on a very steep slope that hovers around the 9% mark. We'll no doubt see an early breakaway, but nothing should preclude a showdown on that ascent to the finishing line at 190 meters. A nice appetizer for tomorrow.
Sounds like we got... Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a medium mountains tomorrow, don't we? Yeah, so we've got a breakaway up the road. Kalani from Interwanti, Sam Gaze from Alpesen de Koenig, the mountain biker, and Brusensky from Astana have made their way into it. We'll catch you guys at the intermediate sprint point before the finish. Alright, we're through that intermediate sprint point, only 2 minutes now to the breakaway. One thing I didn't touch on was that Albert's on a +3 day, which goes very nicely against his 72% fitness, so he kind of is at around about how his normal base attributes are. Picking up those bonus points out of the peloton was Biniam Gourmet and Ganats. So they're definitely vested in going for the green jersey. It's pretty hotly contested already. Only 6 days into the Vuelta. Everyone's gunning for it. Alright, we'll catch you guys at the lead-in to this final ramp. Alright, the Uno X boys have done very well with a little bit of help from the Visma team. Peloton is all back together. We're 15k's out, so we're going to think about forming a sprint train, which is going to be Albert on Magnus Kort's wheel, on Christian Odd Ecking's wheel, who can take, I think, maybe Van Tricht or Hulgaard. Probably Hulgaard, I'm going to assume. Then Van Tricht. Oh, this is where it's gone a bit funny, has it? Oh, no. Van Tricht onto Johannesson, can take Coolset's wheel. Looks like Wallen's almost done, but we will grab his wheel and use what is left of him just to get us formed up here. And he is done. We'll pause it just there. I haven't really touched on this in any of my episodes, but essentially I use the pause button, just literally a lot of P on my keyboard, to just pause it so I can get my riders doing what I want them to do at key moments in the stage. Let's get Wallen all the way out of the way there. Looks like Engel's roughly in position. And we'll up the effort with Coolset just to burn him and the rest of the Visma guys off our wheels. Alright, that is Coolset spent. Let's now hit the front with Johannesson. Just watch back here in case any of the Visma guys try to move up on us. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to though. Yeah, and it is, as he just said, under 10k. We're at 9k to go. I want Johannesson to go pretty deep though, so we'll keep him at 86 for now. He might be able to take us to at least 6k to go. Yes, he can. Alright, nice work. Now we've got Van Tricht with a nice amount of effort still in his legs. Plenty of energy left. Looks like the Visma guys are a little bit disorganized behind us. Jack Haig's floating around our wheel now. And we've got Van Tricht at 4k to go. We're going to ramp him now at 99. We're going to go all out from here into this final climb. 3k to go. Still got Hulgaard in the wings with Christian Odd Ecking behind him. Take the gel now with Albert. And we'll get ready to launch with Hulgaard now. Perfect. Go, go, go. Go Hulgaard. Let's see some action. Lighting it up with Hulgaard. Launched a sprint with him. Off the wheel with Christian Odd Ecking. Perfect. Now off the wheel with Magnus Cort Nielsen. Keep riding that wheel and then launch with Engel. Can he hold on? I don't think he can. It might be Jonathan Navarez pitching us. Toulet is on the middle there. It looks like it's going to be, yeah, Jonathan Navarez, very punchy rider, over Albert Ben Toulet there in third. Roger Adrea, a rider from Bora, was it? Yeah, a Bora rider in fourth, and Benoit Cosnefet in fifth, the Frenchman. Alrighty, let's see some podiums. Alright, there's the stage win for Jonathan Navarez, the Ineos man. We do pick up some bonus seconds there, so it's out to 13 seconds over Adam Yates now. Jorgensen taking out, well, not taking out, but keeping the best climber. And the points class, no changes except for Navarez moving up a bit, and same as Albert there on 49 points. Just like taking a look down that list. Thibaut Nice running second, equal time with Carlos to Albert. And then the team class is still with Vismalab. Okay, let's get into stage 7 after a pretty successful stage 6. Alright, and here is stage 7 for the Volta España from Gandia to Balson de Alsante. It's quite a hilly one. Hopefully Albert's +1 is true and we can hope for a okay result. At least not lose any time or not much time. We'll see how we go.
The Vuelta is set in the Baltic Mountains. They're far from Alpine, but 2 first category, 2 second category, and 2 third category ascents will take their toll. The climbing begins from the start in Ganilla, with the 695-meter Puerto La Lacuna being crested after 17 kilometers in the saddle. The day finishes with a fast sterner test, the Balcón de Alicante. The finishing line is at 995 meters, but its first category label is earned by slopes that are mostly in the double figures. The only good news for the riders is that it's a short stage, 152 kilometers in all, but that will be of little comfort.
Very true. It is a very hard on paper kind of stage. +1 day for Albert, meaning most of the negative effects of fitness are negated. We have 21 riders in that EB today. Peters, Delbrov, Garcia Pirana, Tejada, Harry Sweeney, Uman, Thompson. Is that Ryan Thompson? Oh no, it's a Kiwi. Eddie Dunbar, Toons, Barter, Osborne, Double, literally name is Double, Moros, Alpaseo, Pasher, Boulderstone, and Georgie Bennett riding for Caja Royale these days. What would you know? They're going to get a huge lead by the looks of it because Uno X are not riding very hard at all. And we're just about to top over that first KOM. Uman taking those points, so it's a good day to be hunting KOM points, I'd have to say. Alright, we'll jump forward to the Cat 3 or the Cat 2. We'll only stop on the Cat 3 if anything interesting happens. Okay, nothing over that Cat 3, but George Bennett did take out some of the KOM points. He took out 3rd as well in the first one, so he's moving his way into contention for the KOM jersey, the Kiwi Climber, and we're getting a start on this Cat 2. It's being ridden quite hard by the Uno X boys on the front. They've decided to switch on up the Puerto de Tudons. We've got Wallens, I think, is on the front, pulling the hardest at the moment. Albert slipped a little bit back, but not too far. Just ride it at 4x for now. Keep you guys with us for a moment. Let's have a look at Jorgensen, see how he's going. Alright, he's feeling similar to us. That's good news. We'll get over this climb. We're happy to lose a bit of time even. Okay, that's fine. Looks like Coolguard's on bidden duty. We'll catch you guys on the next Cat 2, the Puerto El Collio. Alright, seems like Coolguard is struggling big time to get through to Peloton for whatever reasons. That's not ideal. It's a hot stage. Albert needs his drink. Please get up here. Despite what's being said whilst I try to talk, some 8 minutes behind the EB. So it's kind of the irritating part of the game. The commentator doesn't really line up sometimes. But we are riding very hard. That is to be said at the moment up this category 2 climb. There is quite a long descent once again off the top of the Collio. Looks like Coloni, Wirtschmidt and Osborne took out those ones. So Uman now takes over the KOM lead, I guess, from his win on the Tudons actually. But yeah, could be anyone's guess who will be in that KOM jersey at the end of today. I'm not too sure just yet. Right, we gambled that pretty well to get all of Albert's yellow back, but it is splitting a little bit up here. However, that being said, Jorgensen is using a lot of his energy to stay up in that top third, so a little bit of cat and mouse tactics between the two of us. We might have to use sneaking up this climb. We might have to really ramp it up this climb, actually. We've slipped too far back. That might not have worked out for us at all. Yeah, the Peloton is running very hard. Magnus Cort maybe on the front? Could he ease up, maybe? Yeah, it is Magnus Cort. Alright, we're going to ease him up. I don't need him doing that, sending us off the back. Where is Jorgensen at this moment in time? Let's get a read on him. Okay, so he's still feeling quite a bit worse than us, and we're about to hit this final climb. So that is quite good news. We're going to grab Magnus Kort's wheel and then Christian Odd Ecking. And then Christian Odd Ecking can sit on 80. We can get Hulgaard to jump on our wheel. From here, play the bodyguard role. Alright, we've got Christian Odd Ecking. He's going to have to probably ramp it to 99 to get us up and near the front. He might be able to adjust his effort now that we're at the front. Okay, that is looking a little bit better. Leading from the front now, 3Ks for the breakaway. However, we're still 6 minutes behind the race, and Christian Odd Ecking is a bit spent for the day, so it's time to go with Magnus Kort Nielsen. I think that is the 5K to go banner. All right, we've got Jorgensen on our wheel next. He is looking worse off than Albert by a fair bit, so this is going pretty well. At the moment, we're going to counter that straight off the rip, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to follow that wheel, if I'm honest. We're going to attack all of Albert's red till about there, and then sit on, 91 has a good ring to it. Yeah, Jorgensen's used up all of that, so we'll go 99 now. He's only in yellow. We're in only yellow in a brief moment. There we go. It's yellow versus yellow. We're going to gain time over Jorgensen here, I think. And it's under a K to go. Garcia Perona has one up ahead from Arkea Sanzamic. But the big news back here is we're gaining real time over Jorgensen there in the end. Adam Yates as well, losing a bit of time even more. Yeah, that's as good as that stage could have went for Albert, I've got to say. Happy with that big time. Okay, let's get those podiums. Rule Garcia Perona taking up the stage win from Nans Peters, breaking away up that final climb together. On GC, we extend our lead out to 44 seconds. Probably the best result we could have hoped for really today. 56 seconds back to Adam Yates. Roger Adria from Bora there in fourth. Nans Peters from the early breakaway gaining quite a bit of time as well. So we don't want to let him slip up there again. Sam Ooman takes over the KOM jersey from Jorgensen. And the points class is still with Tesson. Any major changes here? No, not really at all, actually. No changes. Young Rider, we extend our lead over Carlos Rodriguez in that class by around 2 minutes. And Team EF took over, leading the team class. Alright, so in the end, yeah, that was a good stage for Alberts. What is that? 26 seconds to gain on Jorgensen, and then another 17 seconds even more over Adam Yates. Yeah, couldn't have went better. Happy days. Okay. Join us in next episode when we tackle a flat stage, a mountain stage, and then 2 medium mountain stages. So not many flat stages to go from here at all. Looking through that, this is actually the second last stage kicking off next episode. Yeah, she's going to be a hard Grand Tour del Volta, isn't it? All right, peace out, guys.